Hello! Today, we'll be showing you how to replace the motherboard in an HP Chromebook 11 G2. First, you will need a few tools. An anti-static mat is recommended to avoid electrostatic discharge, which can damage electronic parts. A small, magnetic-tipped Phillips head screwdriver will be necessary for this replacement. You will also need a spudger for this replacement. You can use either plastic or metal, whichever you prefer. Tweezers may also come in handy during this replacement, as they might help when handling small parts. The first step will be to remove the 11 bottom cover screws. 2 of the screws will be beneath the rear rubber feet, so you will need to use your spudger to remove those as well. Next, you will use your spudger to carefully pry up the palm rest assembly. Now, you will disconnect the keyboard cable from the motherboard. Next, you will disconnect the touchpad cable from the motherboard. The palm rest assembly is now removed. Now, you will disconnect the battery cable from the motherboard. Next, you will remove the 6 battery screws. You can now remove the battery. Now, you will disconnect the Daughterboard cable from the motherboard. Next, you will disconnect the Daughterboard ribbon cable from the motherboard. Now, you will disconnect the speaker cable from the motherboard. Next, you will disconnect the LCD cable from the motherboard. Now, you will disconnect the 2 Wi-Fi antenna cables from the motherboard. Next, you will remove the 3 motherboard screws. You can now remove the motherboard. The first step in the installation of your replacement motherboard will be to set it into place and replace the 3 motherboard screws. Next, you will reconnect the two Wi-Fi antenna cables to the motherboard. Now, you will reconnect the LCD cable to the motherboard. Next, you will reconnect the Daughterboard ribbon cable to the motherboard. Now, you will reconnect the speaker cable to the motherboard. Now, you will reconnect the Daughterboard cable to the motherboard. Next, you will set the battery into place and replace the 6 battery screws. Now, you will bring back the palm rest assembly and reconnect the touchpad cable on the palm rest assembly to the motherboard. Next, you will reconnect the keyboard cable on the palm rest assembly to the motherboard. Now, you will reconnect the battery cable to the motherboard. Next, you will snap the palm rest assembly back into place. The final step will be to replace the 11 bottom cover screws and the 2 rear rubber feet. You have now successfully replaced the motherboard in your HP Chromebook. Nice job!